What is up, everybody? Junk here, and this is episode 2 of my vintage story hardcore survival island. This island is so tiny it doesn't have enough animals to sustain me. I'm a little worried that I'm gonna end up starving. The good news is my clay items have finished cooking. These should make storage a little bit easier. My main goals for the episode today are to get copper tools, which I'll use the crucible to melt down copper nuggets with. I also need to make a base because I'm fairly sure the first temporal storm is going to hit in 5 days, and if I'm not prepared for that, that could end very, very poorly. I'm going to collect some firewood off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got 20 more firewood. Let's throw everything into the fire, and I can test out my brand new cooking pot. Oh god, the starvation. Need to throw in all of my meat, and I need to light it. I hope that my food cooks faster than my health drains. My meat just finished cooking, so I can take this crock we made and right-click on the meat. Now, I can take my bowl and take directly from the pot. And I should have 1 serving left in there. When you eat food in this game from a bowl, it actually prevents you from losing hunger for a little while afterwards. So I'm gonna eat my food. Right away, I'm gonna go to sleep. Since we're gonna be good on food for a while, and I actually have a crucible ready, I think the best thing to do right now would be to craft a wooden pan. And now I'm gonna collect a bunch of sand and gravel and start sifting that in water to try to find copper nuggets. Because my goal for this episode is to have a copper anvil, a copper pickaxe, and a copper hammer. Let's get right to it. I made it to the gravel area, and along the way I actually found a lot of quartz, resin, and clear quartz. That's nice. I guess I'm just gonna break all of this gravel, and I'll be back. A stack and 7 gravel should be fine. And now is the moment that I've kind of been dreading. I'm going to start panning all this gravel. So I'll place a bunch of it, and I'll go in the water and start getting to it. I'm going to need 20 nuggets each for the tools, and oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure the anvil is going to be around 100. Well, got one on my first try. I need to make molds for a pickaxe and a hammer. So I'll do that right now. I just threw those clay molds into the pit kiln. Now, in the meantime, before I start getting more of the copper, I'm going to chop down a bunch of trees because we need to turn that wood into charcoal. Because charcoal is the only thing that gets hot enough to melt down copper. This is a big tree. This will be perfect. Oh my gosh. That is very juicy. So now I need to turn all that to firewood. I'm probably gonna have to make more axes, dang it. Oh my gosh. This is so much firewood. I'll be good for a long time. I'm going to dig a 3x3 right here, and this is where I will make all of my charcoal. Now I just need to take all of this firewood and put it down here. So in this charcoal pit, I placed 2 layers of firewood, and now I'm going to put a fire pit in the very middle. You want to put your 4 logs in, and now you want to cover up the exposed firewood. You want to light your charcoal pit, and when you see that it's lit, you want to right away cover it up. Now, I think it's in 30 minutes, like it said. This will be complete, and we'll have a shit ton of charcoal, which will be very nice. I guess I'm gonna go back to panning. Wish me luck. Oh my gosh. It took over an hour, but I have my 40 nuggets of copper. If you guys are on a regular world, I highly recommend just explore until you find all your nuggets. Don't actually sift for it. Now I just need the charcoal, and we can get smelting. I'm going to harvest all of this, and then we can get into the smelting of the copper. I did harvest a stack and 45 charcoal. That is going to last... Hell, that might even last the entire playthrough. Now let me put a little bit of this into our fire pit. I think we only need about 10. And I'm going to craft an item that lets me interact with the hot metal. We just need a few wild vines. And then we make a coil of rope. And then I'm pretty sure we just add 3 sticks on either side and we get the wooden tongs. Awesome. And since we're getting so many tools right now, I'm going to do something I should have done a while ago. And that is put a tool rack down. And we can make that with just some sticks. Nice. Let me grab the molds and then we can light the fire. And by the way, if these get rained on when it has molten metal in it, they will shatter. So you got to cover up all your things. So it looks like it's melted. You have to have the wooden tongs in your offhand and then you can pick the item up. And then we can just right click on the mold. And we can pour everything in there. So make sure you take out your charcoal because you don't want to waste fuel. This stuff is extremely valuable. I think we just have to wait a little bit and then these will be usable. I think in the meantime, I'm going to sleep and then I'm going to harvest more of that clay because we need more storage vessels. I was worried about running out of red clay at the deposit, but I've barely scratched the surface of it. I'm going to make an anvil mold and a few storage vessels. Now I'm going to cook a anvil mold and 2 more storage vessels. I actually want to see if I can put... Oh, you can. You can put coal down. I bet this will make these cook a lot faster than they would have. Okay, I bet these are going to be cold. Yes. So you make these tools the same as any other. You just put a stick underneath. And now we actually have metal tools. This is awesome. I'm going to sleep real quick. But in the morning, I want to head over to where I had found copper in the past. And I'm going to dig to see if it has a big node under there. Where was that piece of copper? I think it was like directly under here. Let's see. Come on. Be good to me, game. Come on. Please have copper under here. Yes. It's poor quality, so I'm not going to get that many nugs from breaking it, but I don't care. It's copper. Well, that was pretty cool. I got 56 poor chunks of native copper. That's kind of a lot. Before I go back, I'm going to harvest all of these cattails. Now that I have all these cattails, watch this, guys. We can do the normal hand basket recipe. Then we put the pelt that we collected earlier in the middle of it. And we can create 2 hunter's backpacks for now. But that is awesome. Now my inventory is expanded by quite a lot, but now that we have all this native copper, I can take that and then put it underneath a hammer, and I'm going to smash all of it down. So that is 168 pieces of nuggets. I think that is enough to make... Maybe not. I think it might take 900 units. Dang. So I just need a little bit more. I could sift for that, or I could go back to the other copper node that I discovered. I think that's a good idea. Oh my god, copper, thank god. Medium, that's good. But watch it only have like 5 pieces of copper total. Kind of got cucked right there, but it is what it is. I think this should be enough for the anvil. Yes, 900 exactly, thank god. Let me just throw some charcoal in there. I didn't even realize this. You can put 4 meat in and you create 1 serving of hefty meat stew. That's probably going to be really, really filling. Finally. I think I put this in my hand. And let's go. The anvil is the most important block in this game. With this and a hammer, you can basically make any metal item you want. Well, at least until you get to iron and steel. Now, I guess I'll just go to sleep, and we'll see this finished in the morning. Cold anvil, and we just need to break the mold. There we go. Now that we have the anvil, I think I'm going to be a masochist again, and I'm going to get 40 more nuggets of copper. As you guys can see, I did a little bit of off-screen panning, and let me show you everything I got. So we have 36 pieces of copper, and then so many just random nuggets of ore. I'm going to wait until next episode to melt down this copper. So let's start making a base. I'm pretty sure it's going to have a temporal storm soon, and I want to be prepared. Like I said in episode 1, I think I'm going to have this little valley I'm in completely surrounded. I'm going to make a wall right here. Okay, guys. I built this back wall over here and a side wall over here. This side is way, way too big to actually make a wall. I think I'll leave this open for now. I think I'm going to make my base right here. Let's actually make some cobblestone now. What you need for that is you need clay and you need just stones. It could be any type of stone. So you put the clay in the middle and you surround it. And you get 16 per 64 stone, which isn't terrible. I'm going to turn all my stone into cobblestone right now. Wow, I'm really burning through all this cobblestone that I harvested. That's not feeling good, but I can just get more rocks. It's not the end of the world. I was thinking maybe I can have right here be the entrance to my cellar, and I'll just dig it into this mountain right here. That's also another great way to get a bunch of stone. I just mined out a very small area, and I already have almost a stack of stones. I've been thinking I should probably save my pickaxe's durability for going into caves, because I'm sure it's going to have a lot more ore down there, and I want to have something to break it with. For this bottom layer in my base, I'm actually going to break all the dirt, and I'm going to replace it with packed dirt for now. And there we go. I suppose all I need to do now is finish placing all of the cobblestone and get a few doors. You know, since I need more cobblestone, I think it would be a good idea to go into a cave. I know it has one really close to me. It could be very dangerous, but I mean, if you don't risk anything, you're not going to go anywhere in life. This is promising. Got my 14 ladders. Let's see if this is enough. This is very spooky, guys. Very, very spooky. If I touch that water, it's basically game over because I won't be able to see anything. Actually, before I go any deeper. Yep, no more water. You see that glowing thing down there? Am I tripping? That is definitely a glowing object. Oh my god, did you guys see that? That was, I think that was either copper or gold. This was a very good idea coming down here. And then over there it has those weird little locusts. So that's very dangerous. I think the best thing for me to do right now would be to go get like a stack of ladders and come back. I figured 10 more torches would be handy, so nice. And just like that, we're ready to go into the cave again. Make sure I get my escape ladder set up right away. And we found our first ruin. Heavily collapsed chest. Oh shit. Got some lead and 7 gears, which is kind of crazy to be honest. And I'm also going to grab these crates. They're very useful for storing large amounts of items. Let's head out. And do you guys see how the gear is rotating really quickly? That is because we are so deep underground. And being deep underground in this game kind of makes you go a little cuckoo. I think I'll start the ladder down right here. Good thing we can break blocks while on the ladder. My hands are sweaty as fuck right now. I'm scared, guys. They don't seem interested in me right now. But I imagine that could change very quickly. Oh, they're on me. That is a lot of them. Holy crap. Oh, they can climb. Oh, fuck that. Looks like they die in one hit. Oh, they don't hurt that bad. But they spawn like crazy, so I can't really even go forward. Just gonna break a few blocks. Please ignore me. Oh, I see it. That's a locust cage. I need to break that shit like right now. But I don't want to be blocks. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm doing enough granite. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die. What the fuck? What the fuck, guys? Oh my god. Oh my god, I need to get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, what the fuck just hit me? Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. I don't know if I should go into that cave anymore, guys. Wow. I just used up my entire copper pickaxe. That's okay. This time, I really should have enough stones to make the roof of my base. At least I'm hoping. There we go. No more rain on us right now. And we have a light temporal storm approaching. This is definitely a great time to end it. Next episode, we are going to deal with this temporal storm, and I really hope we survive it. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps the channel out. Oh my god. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.